Good afternoon. Here we are, Tuesday again. Where do these weeks go? Night number 471 today. And we're still going strong, or hopefully we are. Hopefully you're still enjoying doing these each week. And I know a lot of you are. And please just keep posting when you've done your tiles. It's wonderful to see how different they all kind of look when you've had your sort of little play on it. But okay, what we're going to do today? Oh, I've got my white tile, and I've put a little bit of ink on it. Now, if you're going to ask me what colours, I'm not sure because there was already some ink on my brushes. So I've got a little bit of green and a little bit of blue on there. And so it's literally just whatever was left. So, you know, go for it. Depends. It's going to be, I don't know, a little bit of grass and sky, but you could do it any colour you like, really. So let's make a start then. I think first job, I'm going to put I need a bit of a line across the bottom here. So I'm going to do it straight away with pen. See, I've got my green bit, my blue sky, turning it round then. And I'm going to put, let's have a look, quite close, see, quite close. There we are. And I'm going to put a line in there, like so, okay? I'm going to put myself a double one, quite close again, see like that. And then I'm going to put myself a little curve there, and a little curve there, all right? I'm going to move up. Hello, everybody. Now, welcome to this crazy world of tangling. We love it, really. Thanks everybody for Sunday for watching. I hope I got through well, I don't think I got through any demos on the first one, but hopefully I explained things and gave you a little bit of an insight as to what's in the books, but then getting to demo in the second show so I could show you how to use pencils a bit more. Hopefully that helped you out. So, okay, I've got my little sort of shape here. I'm going to zoom in so we can see what we're doing. All right. So first things first, now it doesn't matter which side you start from because we're going to take this design all the way across. So I'm going to start here and work my way, or you could do it this way if you want, whatever works for you. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to start with, I'm going to sort of move my hand a little bit so you can see. Sort of let's have a look, a line, sort of come, it doesn't have to be, actually it's better if it wobbles a bit. Oh, hi Sue, hi Sandra. I think I've seen Chris and Angie. A little bit of a curve, a little bobble on the top, and then I'm going to come back down, bit of a wave, and then start to the next one. You see how that works? Okay. So then I'm going to do another. See, none of them are going to be the same size. And then up again, and round again, like so. You see? So it's the trickiest thing with this is to get them different rather than sort of having a set sort of design going on. Oh, see, I'm going to go bigger there, look. And then like do a really tiny one. And along again. All right. So, see how that kind of works there. Alien feet. Do you know, I've never thought of them like that. Yeah, they do look a little bit alien-like, don't they? Yeah. They are funny and they don't really look like anything, do they? So it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to say that doesn't look right. They're just a little bit of fun. And of course, you know, you don't really worry about straight lines or anything like that. There you go, up to the end. All right, nice little row. Okay, does feel like Monday, doesn't it? Oh, Angie, that's fine if they do. But you know what? You can always try and turn it round, you know, and do it upside down. See if that works any differently. Yeah. All right. So being that I've said about turning it round, you can do this. I'm going to put some lines. You see all sort of different kind of levels or lengths. You see? And again, I'm not worried if they're wobbly or not. And they're all sort of slightly different. Let's put a few in there, look. So I'm not sort of putting too much when I say effort, too much sort of thought into how long or how short they are. I just want to fill in on there. They're very, very funny nails. Maybe the nails after my class had been at them, you know, when we did it. Knocking nails into things to see how they did it in terms of how you hold a hammer. That was interesting. We used to use pliers to hold them to keep them straight and then sort of try and knock them in one go. Bit of a challenge on a Friday afternoon. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Joe, I know what you mean about shaped. I have actually spoke to somebody about round ones. I know we've been looking for round ones for a long time. But you could always use the basic shaped stencil to cut your own if you wanted to do something a bit different. All right. There we go. We've got this bit. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to put myself a bit like a large leaf. Like that. Okay. So if I just zoom out a little bit, if it'll let me. There you go. So you can see in context where it is. And I'm going to put another one there. Don't want these to be too small because we're going to put something inside of them. Okay. And maybe another one there. Like so. So I've got sort of 3 all slightly different angles. And then I'm going to bring one in here. Like so. And one in here. Like that. Okay, so if I zoom in again, I'm just going to show you close up how we do one. So let's do this one because it's kind of vertical. So I'm going to put myself a bubble in the middle there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a line here, not quite to the bottom or not touching that bubble. A line like that. And then I'm going to come around to touch the point. And then the same here, like round. Touch the point. Okay, and then from there I'm going to come in, put myself another line there and a line there. You could turn that round if you find it easier. Okay, and then looking at this shape here, I'm going to put lines all the way around the inside like that. And then from this side, so again, don't forget, you can turn your tile if you're more comfortable doing that. All the way around, like so. And then inside here, I'm going to put myself a couple of little lines, like that. Okay, let's move out and have a look at that. All right, so it gives it a bit of a difference, doesn't it? Okay. So this one, so now what I've done, I've turned my tile so this is vertical again. Bubble in, line, line, and you see it's not touching the bubble. So then here I'm going to go round and to the bottom and around and to the top. And then line down here, one along here. And then this outer shape, I'm going to fill it with lines. And the same here, I'm going to fill it with lines. And then if I can, I'm going to get myself a couple of little lines going in there as well. So let's do that with all. So if you want to go around and do all the bubbles first, or whether you want to do one at a time like I'm doing, whatever works for you. And of course, going right down with those lines. Same here. And then a couple of little lines down there. So moving to this side. Make sure it's vertical. It's always easier, I think, to draw a vertical line that way when you've got it facing you. Down to the point. This one up to the point. They do look, yeah, different, aren't they? Okay, bring this one round. And this one, so I've got that little line. And then fill this all the way around. I mean, you can do any pattern inside if you want. You don't have to do lines. You could leave them if you wanted to. Or you could fill inside with loops and things like that. Maureen. Maybe so. Maybe this is a little bit of an alien landscape. Okay. into that one. And along we go. And that one. Okay, look at them, sort of all flying around at the minute. We don't want them to fly around, of course, so let's join them to the bottom. So I'm going to come off the shape. Off the shape, so it's got a bit of the stem. And then here, so, you know, they don't have to be straight, but they need to join. See, that one, look, is going to go underneath. And that one there, look, underneath. This one. And this one. So we've got all those sort of joined. Okay, so let's put a couple of little leaves in, I think. Change leaves. I don't think we've done this one before. So I'm going to come from the bottom. I'm going to put a little curve in again. Another one, and go to the point at the top. And then I'm going to put myself little lines in, like that. You see? Might as well actually, yeah, you don't have to. But I'm going to fill them in so I've got a bit of a stripe going on. Okay, so let's just move in a bit, like that. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to come down just a little bit, and then put a V in. And then I'm going to come down a little bit, and put a V in. And then finish it. So same again, look, along here, put a V, and down, and a V. And that's going to sort of sit behind there, okay? Have a look at that in context. Okay, so they're kind of big leaves. So let's do one here, look. Now, if you're unsure how to do this, you can always bring your pencil in. And if you need to, you can put a shape in like this. And then put the V's in. You see? And then draw it in afterwards. So if you're more comfy with that, you see, put my line in, look. You can do it that way. Let's do that first. Should have done that. See, I'm getting all carried away. There you go. You see, same sort of thing. So let's do I'm going to do one sort of here, coming up and through there. Oh, I do, yeah. Thank you, Debbie. I always miss something. All right, so as I said, you can do it the same as me with the little V's, or you can draw that pencil bit in first, and then that gives you that. There's my stripes, look. So down, V, down, V. So you're not really going to see much in there. It's sort of all filled in. So let's get one in here. Now I've got one at that angle, you know. So I'm going to do one at a slightly different angle. And then along V, and in. Yeah, like so. And again, let's put those little stripes in. Like that. One more coming up here. And I'll do this one in pencil so you can see how I would do it, especially being that it's going underneath something. Okay, stripes in, like that. So see if I did it in pencil first, so I've got a kind of a leafy shape. Put little V's in, like that. And then come in and put your shape in, like that. Okay? Whichever makes it easy for you, whichever you want to do. All right. So, one more thing I think to put in, or two more things, and we'll see how we sort of look there. So, what I want to do is, I'm going to put another line. It's going to come up and underneath. And then I'm going to do, we've done this before, Yeah, but I'm going to sort of make a bit of a stem there, make it kind of thin. And then I'm coming back to the top here, and I'm going to sort of do like an extra one at the top there. So let's put another in. It's going to sort of come a bit shorter. Around. And then I'm going to follow it down. You can't really see much behind that. Kind of a thin stem. Oh, congratulations, Ree. That sounds like something worth celebrating. Hey. Right, let's put another one of those in here. So see, I'm coming up. Then I'm coming around. And then it's going to be kind of thin down here. It's a stem nonetheless. And then around like that. Okay. So, see, I've got a bit of a gap. I know I'm quite happy with that gap. I'm going to leave it. But I don't want to sort of have just one and then two there. So I'm going to put another one in. Now, you don't need to look at yours and think where you could put extras if you want to. Okay. Oh, who's that? Yeah, curves are awkward, and they always are, and they're one of these things. Let's just put some little bobbles in. I think sometimes you have to just sort of go with it and not worry or fret about where they're going to end up. I think it's a bit of practice with those. I've been doing this a long time now, and I do this most days, if not every day. So yeah, but sometimes rather than try and curve with your hand, move your whole arm so it's from the elbow, or you actually see I'm drawing here rather than drawing a line down. Draw your hand and your arm move rather than just your hand. Right, okay, I've got this little gap here because what I wanted to do is put a little wobbly line in, and I'm going to do just a couple of those little critters or whatever it is they are. Let's put a couple of little bubbles in. So it's kind of an alien-ish landscape, isn't it? Really. A couple of little bubbles in, see? Okay. So before I shade, I'm going to come in and just sort of remove those bits of pencil that I don't want. You know, when we did the leafy shapes. Let's get rid of that. And then I'm going to come in with my pencil. Okay, so let's have a look first. I'm going to do this bit here. And I want to come underneath that first line that I drew. And put some in there. You know, go for it there. Don't be too shy. And the same on this side. Like that. Okay. So leaves, I'm going to do those first. I'm going to put some either side. You see, I've gone a little bit wider at the bottom there. Just a little bit like that. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, one there, look. There's nothing stopping you, by the way, colouring these in if you want to. Don't think that you've got to do all sort of mono if you don't want to. Putting a little bit through there, see as well. Same up there, look. And along there. And on there. And that one. Okay. So let's have a look. A couple of little stemmy bits. Now these little stripes in the middle, I'm not going to do anything with them because they're way too thin. So I'm not going to even think about them. A little bit of pencil in there. So when it comes to this shape, let's go in a little bit. There's numerous ways to actually shade it. It depends on what you sort of want to do. But I think I'm going to get in there. And I'm going to aim for a little bit there as well. So a little bit there. And a little bit there. Okay? And then I can go sort of on the inside around there. Let's just move out a little bit. So this bit. These two sides, and then I'm coming on the inside there like that. So if you've got really thin lines here, then just put pencil on one side and don't try to get it in both sides if you can't, because it'll just end up being completely full of pencil, and you don't want that. Okay, see in there, that bit along. There we go. Okay, I've not done the middle because I think I'm going to come in with colour in the middle. But I'm going to get all this done first. So, okay, tortillon at the ready. This one I'm going to swirl because I've got the space and I can do that. Along we go. Just keep it going all the way along, and then back and forth. Same on this one. So I'm not going to colour all those little shapes in separately. They're all going to be sort of part and parcel. You see? Soften it off. Now I've got a little bit of pencil coming into that line, so I don't want that. That's fine. I can make sure that you're at, you know, all the little corners are filled there. Gives me that. And I'm going to start here and just ever so gently soften that pencil out. So I'm not trying to fill the whole shape, just softening it a little bit, just trying to get rid of the line so it blends from one to the other. Same with these. If I can't, I'm going to leave a little bit in the middle, so I'm not going to move them too much. Same with this. Along we go. Little bits there. You can't move that too much. It's just a case of gestures, really. Little bits in here and there. Of course, another leaf at the back there. Soften off. And if you feel that you can go back in and add some more, then that's fine, you know, do that. You can build up the layers, or you can even add colour on the top of it if you want to give it a more vintagey feel. Because of course, once you've got your monochrome on there, your grayscale, you can go over the top. Not a massive amount there, they're quite small pieces. Oh, that's what we want. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to do now, I think, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to come in with a little bit of colour. What I've got here. Oh, decisions to make. Oh, I do like this colour. Here we go. Peacock blue. Out my dark black editions. Just going to add a little bit. So I'm filling the whole sort of shape in. Whole shape. Okay. And then here's a darker blue. Let's have a look. What have I got? Tranquil blue. Let's go in a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of Tranquil blue on one side. You see like that? So I'm not covering the whole thing, just a little bit of Tranquil blue. And if I have, oh yeah, I've got my gel pen. Didn't I? I've got my gel pen, a white one. I'm going to add a little bit of a white dot in there. You see? Let's move out a little bit. It's a little bit blurry, isn't it? So just on top of that Tranquil, that darker blue, put a little dot. And then can I come down the middle of those stripes? Depends on how thin your stripes are, whether it's going to do it or not. There you go. Just a little bit. Okay. So two more things. Let's just go out a little bit. I'm going to come back in with my pen and looking back at these shapes. You see where I've got the line between where I did those stripes and that sort of gap. I'm going to bring in my pen and I'm going to draw in those two lines again, like that. And there. So that's either side kind of thing, that sort of like gap I've got there. I just want to reintroduce the fact that they're there. So you can see them. So either side where we've got that space with no sort of lines in or anything. See, that one's a bit clearer. Sometimes we do put a lot of graphite on, and you know, we need to do that, but sometimes it's nice to sort of redefine them, isn't it? Let's have a look at that. Okay. And being that I've got my white gel pen, I'm going to put a line down the middle of those as well. Only if you've got one, if you can get it in. Because that'll just bring that little highlight in. So even if you have got graphite in, you've not left a gap. That'll just give it that little hint. Okay. Let's just go in a little bit so you can see that. It's a bit blurry today. See, just that little white line there. All right, I think just before we finish up there, see where you've got like the stem. Just want to put a little bit of pencil in there. And maybe a little bit of that colour in there, you know, just to sort of say, yeah, we're a stem. A bit of colour. And you know, I've got a pen in hand. Little, two little hawks. Yeah, a couple of little birds. Let's do one. Right, tiny in the background there. Okay, so initials, in we go. And there's the tile for today, all done and sorted. So it's a little bit of an odd landscape there, but who knows? You're going to see lots and lots of different things in there. So have a bit of fun with it, enjoy, and let me see what you come up with. So, okay, until then, everything's going to be nice and quiet, and hopefully until Friday. So, all right, have a good week, everybody, and I will catch you then. Well, take care.